Alrighty, everybody. What's up, everyone? Welcome back here to another stream. Let's go ahead and get this thing started here. Got to make sure everything is running good. But it's good to see you guys again here for another update on the winter weather. Boy, do we have quite an interesting little storm going on right now. Quite a bit of snow is going on at the moment. We also have another storm here in the future, too, that we're going to be talking about quite a bit here for today as well. But anyways, it's good to see you guys. Hope everyone's doing good. Let's see who we got here today. We have Braven, we have, let's see, Sparkle, we have Weston, we have Tabletop, we have a Brink. Good to see you guys. Of course, everybody else who is just joining in. Good to see everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. So this is the storm that we're currently dealing with right now. We have a bit of storm activity, or a bit of snow activity, I should say, going on up here towards the Great Lakes region here, getting a pretty good amount of snow right now out there by like Iowa, Wisconsin, portions of Illinois, Indiana, starting to really roll into Ohio here. Also Michigan going to be getting quite a bit of precipitation here, quite a bit of snow, and also down south we do have a little bit of storm activity going on here. I think we actually have a marginal risk today from the Storm Prediction Center. So, let's see here. Let me bring you guys... Yeah, I'll actually bring you guys over here real quick. I want to go and show you all the SPC's risk that we have. So, we do have a marginal for today as well. A little 2% tornado risk here for Texas, including the Houston, Pasadena area. Also, we do have 5% wind threat here as well. What's up, Lightning? Good to see ya. Let's see. What's up, Calvin? Saying good evening, Andrew. Good to see you, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, we also do have a 5% wind risk today and a 5% hail threat. So we kind of have a bit of a triple threat today down in the south with a little bit of severe weather. Looks like we have a little bit of storms popping off right now. Let's see if we can't pan down here real fast and take a look and see what's going on out here. But I hope everyone's had a good Thanksgiving. I haven't streamed since then. Like I said in the last stream, I just have so much going on right now. It's just been crazy. All this renovation stuff going on. All right, so we got a couple storms popping off here. Doesn't look like anything is severe right now. There's currently no active warnings or anything like that right now. Severe warnings. No severe thunderstorm warnings, no tornado warnings or anything like that, which is good. But, yeah, you guys, if you live down here, definitely want to keep an eye on it. I mean, it's a level 1 threat. It's a pretty low-end risk for today, given that marginal. It's nothing excessive, but it is a little shot for maybe a couple isolated tornadoes, a little bit of gusty winds, maybe a little bit of hail as well. Tomorrow, I don't think tomorrow we have anything going on here. How's my day going? It's been busy. It's been going pretty all right, though. Hopefully your day is going good. Yeah, so tomorrow we just have a bit of a thunderstorm threat, kind of across the Gulf Coast here. Nothing severe, though, tomorrow, which is pretty good. Also for Monday, a little bit of a Gulf Coast storm threat for just normal storms. Nothing too crazy. But, yeah, so severe weather doesn't seem to be really too crazy right now. Extended range, really got nothing going on here. A lot of predictability, too low. So we'll just we'll keep an eye on the weather. But, yeah, I really don't think we're going to have a whole lot of severe weather going on, except for tonight. There'll be a little bit of potential. But, but nothing super crazy here. But anyways, guys, so today we're going to be doing a bunch of zip code forecasts for you guys. So if you don't know how this works, so basically you have your zip code, you get the zip code, and you put it in the chat. I'll pull it up here on my program, and it'll kind of show me the general area of where you're at. In which I'll be using that to kind of show you guys what we are in risk for. Look at over here. You can see we do have quite a bit of winter storm warnings in effect here. A lot of Iowa is under those. Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana. And, like I said, this is the first system. There's actually another winter storm that's going to be coming through here in the future, which if actually I bring up our models here, you can see. So this is the one that we're having now. We project our way down in time. You can see right around December 1st and 2nd, we could have another little system roll through here. So we're going to need to look out for that one. It's a little bit too early to tell, the exact details, if there's going to be any severe weather or anything like that right now. I mean, like I said, SPC doesn't have any risks on it yet. But, we'll see what happens here. Right now, the predictability is just too low. But, yeah, we'll also have to look out for maybe some ice, what GFS kind of suggests maybe with this next storm. Here's Euro. Yeah, Euro didn't really show much ice, just mostly a bit of snowfall here overall. So, all right, Brink, I got you, my friend. Here, let's go ahead and hop on back over here. I'm going to go ahead and bring this up for you. All right, so you, my friend, you are in New York. So we don't have any active warnings or advisories right now for you. So at the current moment, there is no warnings or anything like that right now. But I'll tell you what, I will bring up the models, kind of looking, kind of see what we're going to be dealing with, because I think there's a bit of lake effect going on out there. Here, let's bring you guys back up. Oops. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually just going to bring this over here. I might need to make the window a little bit bigger because it's kind of tiny. Here. I don't know why it's so small. All right, there we go. All right, so looking at the, let's see, total snow accumulation here. This is the 10-to-1 ratio. Yeah, so GFS does suggest, a little bit of snow kind of out here. Not really a whole lot, though. Barely of anything cumulative. A lot of that's going to be mostly just north and west of you. Euro, the European model here as well, doesn't really show a whole lot. We got some patches along like far western New York State, and a little bit of like northern New York State, maybe getting isolated amounts of maybe 2 to 4. But for you, you're a little bit further east. You're kind of right in here, which you're going to be under an inch more than likely. You might get a little bit of a trace. It seems pretty likely between the models, but you're not going to see like any heavy accumulations. We're not expecting here. A lot of the activities towards the Midwest and stuff. You guys are just getting pounded by quite a bit of snow, actually. Yeah, this is quite a decent storm here. We got quite a bit coming up for like Michigan and stuff, especially West Michigan. Areas out by like Grand Rapids and such are going to be dealing with a pretty good amount of snowfall. Actually, it's currently snowing out there right now. Quite a bit. All right, let's see here. Josh's, I got you, my friend. Here, let's go ahead and bring this one up for ya. So, this is in Pennsylvania. Okay, so this isn't too far from where we just looked at. Yeah, so this area, probably not going to see a whole lot with this first system. We'll hop back over to the Mid-Atlantic here. Yeah, but the next system that comes through between the first and the second, this one could be a little bit better. This one could actually bring several inches here. GFS suggesting out there kind of where you're at, pretty much in the range of like 3 to 5. Here, let me actually switch over here so you can see this. Pretty much like 3 to 5 according to GFS. Then you got Euro, which is a little bit less, kind of more of like 1 to 3. So, within the range of 1 to 3 and 3 to 5 according between these two models. So, totals are still not set in stone quite yet. There still is a lot of things that can change between now and then. So confidence is a little low on that, but you'll likely, see something between the first and the second here, as we're probably going to see a pretty good amount of, pretty little decent storm, I should say. All right. So tabletop, we just looked at the SPC. There's no risk from the Storm Prediction Center for anything in the extended range. They just have predictability too low. That's just something we're just going to need to wait for a little bit and just see what happens. Right now there's no risk for severe weather other than today. Today we do have that little marginal we were talking about here, but yeah, as of now, nothing else further severe beyond this point. But yeah, we'll definitely keep an eye out there for a little bit of storm activity. We do have a few storms popping off right now over here in Texas. Not really severe though. These guys are mostly well under the threshold of severity. This one right here by Huntsville, Texas, is winds up to 30 miles an hour, basically, gusts, which isn't really significant, and could see some hail up to like half-inch size. So nothing really too wild, but we'll have to see what happens because there could be a couple storms tonight, which could be severe, including tornadoes. We do have this little 2% chance area here, from the SPC. Which does include Houston. It does. Also, just east of Austin, out there by Lufkin here as well, Huntsville. Some of those areas are in that 2% risk here overall. Then we have the 5% chance wind threat out here as well. And also a little bit bigger of a 5% hail threat. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty tame severe weather-wise. All right. Let's see here. Sock says greets from Wisconsin. What's up, my friend? Good to see you. Here, let me pull up your zip code here, and we'll see what you got going on out there. So it looks like you are in a winter storm warning. Expires in 10 hours. So on top of what we've already gotten, this suggests additional accumulations between 3 to 5 inches of snowfall. So this is on top of what we already got. This is updated 7 minutes ago, by the way. So this is pretty fresh. This is new update here. But yeah, 3 to 5 more inches is expected out here. So, I mean, pretty good amount. Yeah, you guys actually out here in Wisconsin are getting pretty good amount of snowfall, which if you look at the radar now, you guys can kind of see you're on the back end of the storm pretty much. The main of it right now is kind of rolling into Michigan currently. But still, like I said, an additional 3 to 5 inches is certainly possible. Looks like we're getting a bit of snow out there by Chicago too. And then that snow rain line appears to be out here by like Kentucky, like northern Kentucky. All right, let's see here. Kelly, I got you, my friend. Let's go and bring up your area here. See what we got going on for you. Okay, so you're out here in the Detroit area. Gotcha. So you're in a special weather statement, also a winter weather advisory here. Have your snowfall. Let's see here. Okay, so pretty heavy snowfall. Let's see what that winter weather advisory says. Travel could be very difficult. Okay, so total snow accumulation between 4 and 6 inches, with local amounts up to 7 inches possible for you. That's a pretty good amount of snow. That's definitely enough to cause some issues. But you guys up here are pretty used to this. That's quite a bit, though, for Detroit, actually. Definitely seeing a pretty good amount here. Here, shifting up to the models again here. You can really see, quite a bit. So Euro shows roughly about maybe 3-4 inches of snowfall. GFS, the American model, shows about 3 or so. So it seems like the models kind of are right around 3 and 4. But the official forecast from the Weather Service, like I said, has it between 4 and 6, with accumulations upwards of 7 inches possible. So, all right, tabletop. There's no snow going on out there. I already know where you're at. All right, let's see. Catherine, got you, my friend. Let's see here. Bring this up. So you're up in Indiana. You're just south of all this mess. Cincinnati, we've got a special weather statement. You could see some snow out here. Definitely could see some, but not really a whole lot, actually. Models. Let's see, models. So yeah, you can see the cutoff is just north of you, pretty much. There could be a little bit. I mean, you could get a trace of snow, which seems pretty possible, but like full-on heavy accumulation for you, probably not, honestly. Yeah, you're probably not going to see much of any of that. So, unfortunately, unless you hate snow, then this is perfect for you. It's pretty, but it's a mess, I tell you. All right, what's up, Sleeveless? Good to see ya. Here in 3 to 4 possible for zip code. Well, let me look. Let's see what we got going on here for you. By the way, guys, if you're new here, consider subscribing. Leave it a like. It'll be greatly appreciated. All right, so you're up in Pennsylvania. Okay. So you must be talking about this next storm here. This storm is not going to be a problem. Not really going to be driving anything. But the next storm that comes through between the 1st and 2nd and 3rd, it's a little early to tell for the most part. Accumulations are kind of all over the place, given this is, a couple days out still. It's really hard to say. You're kind of on a gradient here between heavy snow and, not so heavy. Then you got Euro here that kind of shows that gradient pushed further east, which would give you more snow. Too early to tell right now. I would focus on 1 to 3 inches for now, but it's just a little early. Just expect those totals to change quite rapidly. over the next few days, because it's just snow's pretty difficult to forecast days in advance because it's just so unpredictable. There's so much stuff going on, in the atmosphere, not only at the ground, it needs to be freezing, but also, in the upper levels too. Throughout the atmosphere, it's just everything has to be a certain way for you to get a certain amount of snowfall. Snow is one of the most harder things to forecast. All right, let's see. How much is southeastern Michigan? Hold on a minute. I just got a pop-up to upgrade to Windows 11. It's like, really? Let's see. Let me try to find that comment again. Oh, here we go. Okay, how much is southeastern Michigan going to get? So southeast Michigan's getting a pretty good amount of snowfall in general. Southeastern, we're going to be getting a little bit. See, the Euro model suggests, it depends where, but for the most part, between 3 to 5 inches here for a lot of southeast Michigan. That's Euro. The GFS is kind of on that point too, probably more like 3 to 5 inches or so. So that's kind of what the model suggests for southeastern Michigan. But like I said, it really ranges depending on where you're at, essentially. If you're out by Detroit, a couple of inches definitely expected. Further west you go, though, you can see the totals really increase. It seems like western Michigan, western central is probably going to get some of the worst. What's up, Misty? Good to see ya. Let's see here. How about, Misty says, how about 63334 for Monday? All right, well, let's see what we got going on for you. By the way, guys, like I said, if you're new here, first of all, welcome. It's good to see you. And just don't forget to subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. All right, so there's no warnings for you. Misty, where you're at, there's no current warnings for any snow, no advisories or anything either. You are in the area where we're probably not going to see much out of the system. You could see a little bit, but probably not a lot. But this next system coming through Monday and Tuesday could bring a little bit of snow, but totals are still iffy right now on that one. So we'll keep you updated on that. All right, Dragon, got you, my friend. Let's see what we got going on for you. Go ahead and bring this up here. Okay. So you are actually under an advisory. So this is a winter weather advisory here. So several inches of accumulation, including over 6 inches of total accumulation near and south of a line from Redwood Falls to, however you say that, to Cannon Falls, Minnesota. I don't even know how you say it. Let's see here. The Interstate 90 corridor in southern Minnesota with upwards to 10 inches of total accumulation through the late tonight possible. Wow. So definitely could be quite a bit. That's out there by Minneapolis here. So models, hopping back over here. Yeah, it definitely has Minneapolis getting quite a bit of snowfall. GFS and Euro, both kind of agree on possibly well over 5 or 6 inches or so, which, yeah, I'll need to look into that. It'll be a pretty good one for you. But, yeah, you are under advisory, so there definitely could be some travel disruptions and all that stuff. So you got to look out for that. Let's see, I used to love snow, now not so much. Yeah, I don't blame you. I did too. I still love it, and don't get me wrong, it's pretty, but it's a pain, especially to work in. It sucks. It sucks. It's terrible. It's just so cold too. Why does radar show snow for Columbus, Ohio? It's wrong. When will we see it? I don't know. I mean, this radar I think picks up a little bit of clutter too, which is probably why. A lot of the worst of it right now is up north. A lot of the heavy stuff right now is up by Michigan and crossing through the Great Lakes right now. Let's see here. Misty says you had a large tree branch go down in your yard because of too much heavy wet snow. Yeah. Wow. Yes, heavy snow will do that, especially ice too. Whenever you have ice storms. Thankfully, this is not much of an ice storm, but yeah, sometimes if you get big time ice, for sure, it'll really weigh down some tree branches and also power lines too, if you get a lot of ice. But like I said, thankfully this storm isn't like that. All right, let's see here. Steely, got you, my friend. Let's see what we got going on for you. By the way, guys, just hang tight. I'm gonna slowly go through these zip codes for you guys. I know I have so many to go through, so just be patient. I'm gonna eventually get there. Let's see here. All right, so Steely, you are up next, my friend. Here, let's hop you guys back over here. All right, so this is Michigan. Okay, so yeah, you, my friend, are actually under winter storm warning here. Heavy snow, total snow accumulations between 7 and 11 inches of snowfall. This is directly from the Weather Service here. So yeah, you do have a winter storm warning that is in effect here. So once again, 7 to 11 inches is expected, which is a pretty good amount. All right, let's see if we can't speed run this here. All right, let's see here. Vic, I got you, my friend. Let's see what we got going on for ya. You are also in a winter storm warning. You have, let's see here, totals, heavy snow expected, additional, so this is on top of what we've gotten already so far. Additional accumulations of 3 to 6 inches expected with winds up to 30 miles an hour. Definitely could have some, blowing snow. They put blowing show. You guys see that? I think they had a little bit of a mistype there. 30-mile-an-hour winds, or 30 mile an hour could lead to pockets of blowing show. I don't know. That's interesting. All right, let's see here. So yeah, that's for you, my friend. Definitely a pretty good amount. All right, let's see here. Steely, I think, did we already do yours? I think we already did yours. Let's see, Brink says, do I think that there's a chance for 2 inches for this area? Well, let me look and see. All right, so, okay, so yeah, you're out here. So we talked about this area. I don't know if it was you or for somebody else who's in that area. So models don't really show much from this storm in particular. We could get a little trace, of snow. I don't think we'll be like near 2 inches. The next storm, though, coming in like Tuesday, Wednesday for you, that could bring maybe a couple of inches of snowfall. But the accumulations are still a little early for that one, so we'll see. Nah, tabletop. Don't worry, man. See, it's scary driving in snow. Yeah, it's not fun. How much snow for Monday night into Tuesday for St. Louis? Good question. Here, let's hop back over to the models. So like I said, it's still a little early to be for sure with this next one. But Euro doesn't really show a lot. Maybe an inch, according to the European models, the ECMWF. GFS, yeah, probably about an inch or so as well. Probably not going to see a lot in St. Louis, but remember, I mean, that could shift, given the totals. It could shift. If the storm shifts a little south, then, yeah, it'll bring you into snow. I mean, you're right on the gradient here between seeing snow and not seeing much snow. So, yeah, it's a little bit iffy right now, on those accumulations. But the snow, it could change. It could change. There's a bit of time still. All right. You're good, Steely. Don't worry about it. Like I said, I'll get to you guys. It just might take a minute so I can get through everybody else's. All right, let's see here. Weston, got you, my friend. Let's see what we got going for ya. Okay, you're in Oklahoma. I don't think we're gonna get any out here. Yeah, there's no warnings or anything like that. Yeah, Oklahoma's not gonna be getting any snow anytime soon, unfortunately. GFS. Yeah, Euro shows maybe a trace, but GFS doesn't show much. But even then, it wouldn't be much. I wouldn't count on it. How is Sioux Falls, South Dakota? Well, let's look. Let's see what we got going on in Sioux Falls. So there's Sioux Falls. Okay, so Sioux Falls is in a warning here, winter storm warning. Additional accumulations up to an inch. So what you've already gotten, this was actually updated 2 hours ago, so probably less than an inch now. I think the storm is actually, I think, out of Sioux Falls at this point. But the next storm seems to be mostly south of Sioux Falls, so I don't think you're going to get much out of it. Yeah, that you can see the streak there. It's mostly for like Nebraska, Kansas, going through Missouri and into the Ohio Valley. You're just a little bit too far up north, but I don't think you're going to get much. Brink says starting to snow here upstate New York. Enjoy it. It's pretty during the night, and when you don't have to work in it, if you can just stay inside, it's nice. What's up, Dixie? Good to see ya. Saying hello, friends from Edmond, Oklahoma. Good to see you, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well. Hope all is good. But yeah, this is what the storm looks like now, you guys. Here's like kind of the big picture of it. So you can see a lot of it right now is really rolling into Michigan. Currently, they're getting ready to get quite a bit of snow. Also have a little bit going through like Indiana into Ohio. Yeah, really starting to pull out of like Iowa and Minnesota and stuff like that. So. Oh my gosh, dude! No way! Kathleen, thank you so much for the $15 Cash App donation. That was really, really sweet of you. Thank you so much. I was looking at the camera expecting it to be there, but it's really right here. I moved my camera. Kathleen, thank you. Saying hi, Drew from Green Bay, Wisconsin. What's up? You know what? I'm gonna do your zip code. I know you didn't ask for it, but we're gonna do it because that was really, really sweet of you. Like seriously, thank you for the support. Green Bay, Wisconsin. Here we go. Why is that bringing? It's bringing me to New Zealand. Hold on. Try that again. Green Bay, Wisconsin. Here we go. There we go. All right. But thank you so much, Kathleen, once again. That's really sweet of you. All right. So let's see here. Snow heavy at times, especially in the evening. Additional accumulations between 3 to 5 inches. With locally higher amounts near Lake Michigan, total accumulations of 5 to 9. So, yeah, you're definitely going to be in for quite a bit here, of snowfall. That's a pretty good snowstorm. I'd consider that a pretty good snow. So definitely could be some travel disruptions and stuff like that. So don't go out unless you have to, because driving on those roads can be pretty dangerous, especially dealing with that amount of accumulation and stuff. But once again, Kathleen, thank you so much for the 15. If you guys could, please give Kathleen a big thank you in the chat. It's greatly appreciated. All right, let's see here. Let me see. Untamed says Northeast Iowa by WQ. Is that how you say that? Probably not. Knowing me, I am not good with pronunciations. Let's see, about 10 to 13 so far. Wow, still coming. The winds are picking up here. Yeah, goodness. So Northeast Iowa. You shouldn't be in that snow for too much longer, though. You can see on the radar here that storm is really starting to kind of push out of Iowa. Yeah, so it probably won't last too much. You pretty much got all that you're going to be getting here, but that's quite a significant amount, definitely. Pretty good storm. But be careful out there for sure. And like I said, don't travel unless you have to, unless it's like an emergency. Dubuck. Oh. Is that how you say it? Oh, wait. Book. Man, I can't remember that. Bro, I'm going to say it, and I'm going to completely forget about it next time. And I'm going to say the same thing. Let's see. It's funny that it's starting to snow here because I don't see any snow on the radar. You know what? This radar is very questionable. It's very questionable, but it shows you where the general area is here. This is a better radar to use. Let's go back to GR2 Analyst here. Because I think that's like composite. Pretty sure. This is just normal reflectivity. This is like directly from those radars. Let's see here. Got your snow tires on. There you go. Well, there you go. At least you have some protection there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this one's a lot better, this radar. This is coming directly from the NWS radars here. You can see also we got pretty good amount of snow reports coming through. Looks like northern Indiana. Looks like we're getting quite a bit of ranging reports between 6 and 10 inches here for northern Indiana. Still coming down pretty good out there. See, southeast Michigan, we got a couple reports. Went up by like Taylor near Detroit, basically 1.7 inches being reported. Howell 1.2. Here, let's hop west. Let's see what we've got now by like Iowa. Somebody, who was it that said we had? Untamed said it was 10 to 13 inches out there. Wow, look at this. 11.4 inches right there on the nose of Iowa. We got 8, 9.5, 10, 8.9, 12 inches. There you go. There's a foot. Oh, that's actually where you're talking about, actually. There we go. The place I cannot pronounce. So yeah, there's a foot out there. Goodness. You know, yeah, this is a pretty good little storm, man. I ain't gonna lie. Definitely pretty solid. But anyways, but yeah, we'll definitely be keeping an eye on you guys for this next upcoming storm here too. I think it'll probably be mostly south of there, but we'll definitely monitor it. But yeah, here's a Green Bay radar too. You can see there's quite a bit of snow falling, pretty widespread. But anyways, guys, if you're just now tuning in, first of all, welcome. And if y'all have any zip codes you want me to look at here, do not hesitate to ask. I'll be more than happy to help you guys. But like I said, it's good to see you guys. Sorry about the inconsistency with live streams and stuff like that. You know, like I said, I just have so much going on in my life right now. My room is undergoing renovation and stuff, and then this room has too, so I've just been busy dealing with a bunch of mess. So tabletop, you ain't got nothing going on, man. Like I said, there's no winter weather out there and stuff like that. But anyways. But yeah, so we'll keep you guys up to date with everything. I think we'll probably head off here soon. I think a lot of people have already got their zip code read here, so just wanted to hop on here for a bit. I can't promise you tomorrow we'll do it because I don't know how tomorrow's gonna go, but yeah, we'll definitely update you guys on this next one at some point. Which, like I said, it seems like the models really have that storm starting right around the 1st, December 1st, going through the 2nd into the Ohio Valley, then like the Northeast by the 3rd. This next one could be pretty decent too, from what it looks like. See, definitely could be quite a decent little storm. So we'll definitely see what happens. Let's see, hasn't snowed much in Southeast Michigan. Heard we're getting 6 to 7 inches. Yeah, you guys are going to be getting a pretty good amount. Southeast Michigan's going to be getting pretty good. Detroit has accumulations of 4 to 6 inches, with localized accumulations up to 7. So, yeah, that's that. Grand Rapids area between 7 and 11 inches. So definitely going to be pretty good. What's going on over here? Apparently we got a little bit of winter weather going on up here in Virginia too. Ice accumulations. Ooh. Seems pretty mild though, but less than 1/10 of an inch, yeah. Like a light glaze of ice, it looks like. Less than 1/10 of an inch, okay. Still could cause some slippery sidewalks and stuff. Yeah, there you go. They basically just tell you to watch your first few steps. Yeah, because, that could definitely cause some slippery conditions and stuff. What's that dot on radar? Which dot? There's a... wait, hold on. This program here? This dot? This is the radar site, if that's what you're thinking of. Let's see. I don't know which dot you're talking about. There's a lot of dots and stuff. Here, let's bring back up the radar, or the future models here to you guys. I'm actually going to zoom out here. Yeah, so you can kind of see the track of this one, causing a lot of snow to fall like through the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes here, then shooting its way up to the Northeast here. And then, of course, our next system you could see starting here for December 1st out there by the Central Plains, going through the Midwest, into the Ohio Valley, up into the northeast here. That's GFS. Oop, don't want CFS. Wait a minute, do not want that. Yeah, and then Euro. Yeah, there's still a lot of differential there. Models are still kind of iffy. But I tell you what, though, it's gonna be quite cold. Ooh, my goodness. Here. Yeah, it looks like we're getting ready to have a lot of cold air come down here too. Like tomorrow, it looks like it's gonna get in the negatives up north. Wow. All right, Sparkle, I got you, my friend. Let me see what we got going on out there for you. All right, so you, my friend, are in a winter storm warning. Heavy snow, additional accumulations up to an inch. So what you've gotten now, plus an inch. This is actually updated 5 minutes ago, so this is pretty fresh. So basically, yeah, what you've gotten now, you could see an additional inch, essentially. Also, gusting winds of up to 35 miles an hour. Which, yeah, it's definitely a little windy out in some of these areas here, too, because of this low that we have, tight pressure gradient, really allowing for the winds to move around and stuff. So, yeah, just a little bit more. But, yeah, the conditions are pretty bad out there from what it looks like. Snow and strong winds will definitely make conditions pretty rough. Other than that, we're pretty much chilling. By the way, I think tomorrow marks the end of hurricane season. So, this year, kind of as a bit of a recap, kind of sucked. In a good way. We really didn't have any big storms hit the U.S. The only one that we had was Melissa. That was really significant. That was pretty much the only one that was pretty bad this year. The one that hit Jamaica that we covered, and then Cuba, the Bahamas. That one was wild. That one was definitely pretty wild. But definitely thankful that we were there to do coverage on that one. But things in the tropics should be done for. Alrighty, everybody. Well, I think I'm gonna roll off here for now. Just want to say thank you all so much for watching. Yeah, we'll try to stream again tomorrow. Like I said, I just have so much going on right now with the renovations and stuff like that. So whenever I have a chance, I will go live for you guys, and we'll be back here to give you guys another update here. Okay? So every day we should be getting a little bit better of an idea of what this next storm could look like fully. What is the weather app to use? The best weather app. That's really up to personal preference, honestly. I like GR2, which is this program, for radar. This one's pretty good. Definitely would recommend, but it's unfortunately a little pricey. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Once again, Kathleen, thank you so much for the 15. That's greatly appreciated. And like I said, if you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing, leaving a like. It'll be much appreciated. And alrighty, everybody. We'll see you guys in the next one. See you later, everybody. Catch y'all later on.